Good morning, Harshal.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. I call you Harshal or
Yes,
Sunil.
sir. Harshal. So my name is Harshal.
So, Harshal, we begin with your introduction.
Yes. Good morning, sirs. My name is Harshal Sunil Bote. I come from Satara. I have done my basic schooling in Satara itself, and post that I have graduated from Institute of Chemical Technology in Food Engineering. And after that, I opted to prepare for UPSC Civil Services exam and UPSC Forest Services. Post that, I also gave the SSC CGL exam, and currently, based on that, I'm working as Assistant Section Officer in Ministry of Textiles.
Okay, textile. Oh, good. Very good. So, Harshal, we'll come to your textile area later on. But since you are passionate about joining Indian Forest Service, I would like to know from you what are the strengths of India's forests and forestry, and what are the weaknesses or challenges? Can you list out two or three of each?
So, sir, the strengths that I feel firstly is the diversity of forest. Sir, right from evergreen.
Okay, okay, fine. Understood. Second point.
So, sir, the way forests are managed in India, sir, we with the help of indigenous communities and the tribals in the forest, we uh,
Very
jointly manage the forests, sir. That I feel is different from how the forests are managed in other countries, especially
okay.
the Western countries. And
Very good.
sir, similarly, the limitations are also with these aspects that there is no uniformity in forests across India. So every region needs a different policy, and uh, so a central policy cannot work in entire Indian forest. And secondly, sir, the same point which acted as an advantage is also a disadvantage, that the forest rights of people many a times they are in conflict with the interests of interests of a forest and conservation of trees.
Yeah, very right. So good. So let me focus on the challenge that you mentioned, whether it is the tribals misusing or overusing the Forest Rights Act, or people in general trespassing over the forest lands. Now, more than greater afforestation and covering forest area, to my mind, the bigger challenge is to prevent our forests from getting degraded.
So,
How do you react to that?
yes, sir. Sir, even I feel that one of the prime challenges facing us is to prevent degradation of forests. Sir, with global warming and climate change, the forests are not behaving the way they used to do earlier. So the regenerative capacity of forests is degrading, as well as, sir, the very dense forest is reducing in percentage. So somewhere that needs to be addressed as well, because not only how much area is under forest, but the quality of forests need to be targeted according to me.
Very good. So you have done mathematics. Tell me some of the methods by which the forest cover is mapped.
Sir, first I can remember is using the satellite imagery. Sir,
Okay.
the small so the graphs are plotted, and the a- area of the graph is calculated based on integration, sir, upon which
So that means satellite may not give you details of tree covers, plantation forests, maybe agroforestry also. So how do you zero down to the smaller vegetations of the in the forest? Any other method?
so can I get a moment to recall?
Okay.
So can I get a moment to recall?
Yeah, please think. Yeah.
Sir, one thing which I can think of is the district administration maintains the area under cultivation. From that, we can do.
Okay, so that is also a controversial. But anyway, what about drones?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. With the help of drones too, we can do it.
Can we use that? Thank you, Harshal. I pass on to Mr. Sandeep.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Harshal,
sir.
so you are fond of watching lectures on Shivaji's leadership.
Sir.
There was an animal he used, a reptile rather, to capture a fort. What was that species? And what is so special about that species that he used it?
So the species used is called Ghorpad in Marathi, which is monitor lizard. And sir, it is said that he used, rather, sir, Tanaji Malusare used it while climbing the fort of Kondana, that is Sinhagad. And
Okay.
sir, that species is one of the most trafficked species in my area of the Sahyadris.
Why?
Sir, one reason that I know of is its meat is considered to have medicinal properties.
Medicinal or aphrodisiacal?
Sorry, sir, I wasn't able to hear. Can you please?
Medicinal or aphrodisiacal?
Sorry, sir, I'm unaware with the term, but I have heard that.
You know what aphrodisiac is?
No, sir, no, sir.
Rhino horn?
Sorry, sir, I really do not know.
Why is rhino horn trafficked?
Sorry, sir, I do not really know the details of it.
Oh, but you know where the rhinoceros are in India?
Yes, sir, yes, sir. It is
Where?
found in the northeastern states, especially Assam.
Assam.
Kaziranga National Park.
Kaziranga National Park is there, it is believed that, that has got aphrodisiacal properties, the rhino horn also. Probably that is true for the monitor lizard also.
Yes,
I heard it also because I live somewhere close by here. Okay. So now tell me, let's come to animal intelligence. See, there has to be some intelligence, of this reptile, that it has to go up, climb, and stay there. You can't tell her, okay, do this. There is no communication.
Yes, sir.
I mean, how did this or can this animal and human conversation take place? Have you ever thought of that?
Yes, sir. Even when I read it the last time, I was wondering like how can we order an animal like monitor lizard to climb up and sir, it is also
stay there.
Yes, yes, sir. To hold on to the soil so tightly that others can climb with the help of it, sir. I think, sir, they might have trained her in that way.
So what all animals can be trained? And in which field they are being used?
Sir, most of the domestic animals can be trained, but sir, in Maharashtra, sir, I'm Dr. Baba Amte, sir. He trained even leopards and other animals as well, sir. So I think if humans build good relations with animals, sir, all the animals can be trained. As also it was seen in the movie Elephant Whisperers, sir. Documentary, sir.
Okay. There's a Hollywood movie where a certain doctor has the ability to converse with birds. You recall that?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
Doctor Dolittle.
Sorry, sir. I haven't seen that.
Okay, you must watch this because it seems you have a little bit of interest in that area. Okay, fine. So now you've done food processing in your BTech.
Sure.
Right. So tell me about the forest produce which can be processed and which can be marketed through the local communities to enable them to have a sustainable living of the forest, and how you as a forest officer can spearhead this initiative?
Yes, sir. Sir, based on currently what is being produced, like in my area, we have amla and tamarind as some of the forest produce. Sir, the tribals just sell these fruits of amla and tamarind. Rather, sir, if somehow we are able to do primary processing, extract amla juice or sell the tamarind paste after using certain preservation techniques or pickling it or converting it into candies. So the tribals can generate huge revenues and it would help them to enhance their livelihoods. And sir, coming to the other part, like what other products can be marketed? Sir, in COVID-19, we saw huge exports of moringa leaves powder from India. Sir, so uh, by sun drying or solar drying, we can easily achieve the powdered form. But sir, by using little costly or rather certain extraction techniques, sir, we can derive or extract the nutraceutical compounds of moringa as well. And sir, that can easily be done by tribals because sir, once machinery of such kind is installed, it is easy to operate that, sir. So uh, being a graduate from food technology, I uh, really feel that I can oversee these operations better than the people, sir.
Good. So remember that when you get into the service,
So
because that is a sure way to reduce, attempts at poaching or attempts at human-animal conflict. Because if the sustainable living is better of the peripheral villages on the outskirts of the parks and the forest, the people are no longer in conflict. They are friends of the forest,
yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So maybe a cooperative movement can help, but it can become all India also. But good that we talked upon this. And over to Madhviji now.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you, Harshal. Very good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. So, Harshal, you are from Maharashtra, right?
Sir.
So, tell me why there is a drought or there is a problem of farmers in Vidarbha and Marathwada, and how can we help them?
Ma'am, the perennial problem of drought is because of the entire region lying in the rain shadow area of the Western Ghats. And also, ma'am, there is lack of groundwater in that region, and also there is lack of supply of water through canals. Also, ma'am, in some of the areas where water is available, people produce crops like sugarcane, which drains the water even further. And ma'am, in this regards, we can involve the farmers in agroforestry or planting orchids because as recently it was in news of the case study of Bede where entire village shifted to planting orchids and fruit trees. Their revenue increased 10 times and also the water table there in that specific village increased. So, ma'am, these solutions, along with the uh, Krishi Sinchai Yojana and other state government initiatives, can really transform the entire landscape of the area, ma'am.
Harshal, there is a proposal for going for a biofortification and food fortification to improve our nutrition security.
No.
But without proper research, if I say if I am from a land of rich in iron, but they promote iron fortified crops, I'm getting too much of iron. It can lead to problem, right? So what we should do about this plunge into this biofortification and food fortification?
Ma'am, honestly, I feel that all the entire PDS system, it must be decentralized, ma'am. If we are planning to supply the fortified nutrients, ma'am, it should be based on regional studies and what a particular region needs. Ma'am, as you mentioned the iron, ma'am, when I was reading in Karnataka, there was a traditional rice, red rice, which was high in iron. And if we move back to that, we do not need any additional supplements. As well as, ma'am, if a certain region has, as you mentioned, has rich iron-based meals or vegetables in that region, then, ma'am, that region does not need the artificial supplements or even fortification for that matter.
Okay. There is a problem of using formic acid for certain purpose, and that's causing a problem in food. Can you highlight on that?
Ma'am, if I remember correctly, formic acid is used as preservative in fish and preserving other meat objects, because meat does not get decomposed when it is in formic acid. And, ma'am, it being acid when it enters the body, I do not remember exactly what it does, but it is I recall that it is carcinogenic.
So, how Kabaddi is influencing your personality?
Ma'am, when I began to play for the college kabaddi team, every day we used to practice, and after 1.5 hour of practice, we used to play match of only 20 minutes. Ma'am, that 1.5 hour of rigorous warm up daily, ma'am, it increased my concentration power over a period of time, ma'am. That was the most visible effect I saw. Secondly, ma'am, my physical fitness when I was in college playing kabaddi, it increased greatly, and my agility, ma'am, it also increased. And rather, ma'am, it helped me to increase my academic performance in college as well.
What is so unique about your local cuisine?
Yes, ma'am. The use of dry coconut and groundnut powder for making curries, that is unique in my region, because in the in the western part in Konkan, the wet coconut is used to prepare the curries.
Okay. My last question is, tell me 3 steps or just 2 steps, how we can improve the farmer's income using, especially using this food processing technology now.
Ma'am, firstly, if some group of farmers come together and they form primary agricultural processing centers or primary processing centers, ma'am, it can help them to reduce the food wastage. If, for example, certain farmers are manufacturing fruits, then by washing, just by washing, they can eliminate the rather reduce the microbial burden that is on the fruit, and it would help in extending its shelf life. Secondly, ma'am, by forming agro processing companies, for example, in Karad of Satara, people shifted to rose plantation, and they formed a FPO, agri FPO, and whenever there is demand for rose, they sell the rose flower, and whenever the demand is low, they convert it into rose extract or other products like gulkan. And thirdly, ma'am, uh, if at district level there is the APMC mandis are there, ma'am, there if we bring certain technologies like irradiation technology, with the help of that, we can irradiate onions and potatoes, which is proven scientifically to increase its shelf life up to 3 months. These can be done.
Thank you, Harshal.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.